and I'm gonna cook GachaSmack a little bit. Not because I like Zenless Zone Zero, but I'm just gonna cook him because this opinion is inherently false. Because he failed to consider this one very important thing. Zenless Zone Zero made 100 million, but here's the problem. I'm not gonna watch a full thing. I just watch a snippet of it.
In the month of March, in the month of February, 90 million from Honkai Star Rail, and in Genshin Star Rail, all in value. Or is it underperforming? Say it drop in revenue. In the month of June, Honkai Star Rail made 90.
I only care about July. Let me care about July.
Strong. Look at what Genshin Impact and Honkai is able to bring in. Before ZZZ ever came out, they were doing better than these numbers combined. I'm looking at Hoyoverse as a company collectively with all of their IPs. When I look at these from a business standpoint, I'm asking myself, when they drop another IP, is that IP raising their overall revenue value, or is it underperforming? When you look at this, 162 million between Genshin Impact and Honkai last month with 3 days of freeze, if that's true, versus, guess what? Oh, same exact amount of money. We got 170 million, so it went up like 10 million. They didn't even outperform their 2 IPs before the brand new IP came out.
So I think the point he's trying to make is basically Zenless Zone Zero is stealing money from Genshin Impact and Honkai Starbucks. So with or without this Zenless Zone Zero, you know, it's basically the same thing. They would have made the same amount of money anyways. I think that's the point he's trying to make here.
So I'm not saying they didn't do good. There's still not enough data because we're only going off of just 1 month. My question to you guys is, and I don't know the answer, is this just the same exact audience of Hoyoverse and the Hoyosphere transitioning over to their other games to play their other games and spend their money?
All right, here's my take on this. And I'm going to cook GachaSmack a little bit. Not because I like Zenless Zone Zero, but I'm just going to cook him because this opinion is inherently false. Because he failed to consider this one very important thing. I'm going to neutrally cook GachaSmack. Filler patch exists, my man! Do you think every single month we're going to get a Firefly? Do you think every single month we're gonna get an Akron? You think every single we're gonna get a Netland? Then what? It's just that easy. So, yep, okay. Neutrally, of course. Neutrally, all right, neutrally.
Because if that is the case, that means Hoyoverse failed to capture a new market. It's just the same market existing, right? Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, their numbers dropped because they just went over to play Zenless Zone Zero, and their maximum revenue didn't even get breached. They made 160 million.
The difference right now, basically, without Zenless Zone Zero, do you really think that Jade's banner is gonna sell 90 million? Like, let's just be real. So basically, without Zenless Zone Zero, he's basically saying that it would have been the same amount of money. People are gonna drop 90 million on Jade. You see where this argument will start to collapse? And there it is.
Showed y'all they made 200 million 3 months. Then they made 170 or 180. They can't even outperform what they were doing before the new IP came out. So did it really succeed is my question to you guys. I'm not saying that the shit. I'm asking you. I'm genuinely asking. Did it actually succeed? Or is it just the same people spending the same money?
I would say it actually succeed. It is the same people that would have otherwise not spent the money. They would have otherwise not spent it on Jade or like what's the other girls? Emily, right? Like they would have not spent the money. So same people, different money.
That's why Pokke is a Hoi creator, while Smack is not.
Okay, yo, mods, delete, editors, crop that part out. That's not very neutral. Editor, crop that part out. Okay. But yeah, anyways, I'm good.
Here's the one pro I can say.
Oh yeah, not Emily patch. The Farina rerun and all the rerun patch.
To you guys, if Zenless Zone Zero increases how often Hoyoverse makes 150 million or more mobile version wise only, strictly speaking, that's a W. That's the worst case scenario, but it's still a W because what that means is Hoyoverse is now consistently always hitting 150 million because they just got their pre-existing consumers to spend money more often. Oh, you didn't spend in Honkai Star Rail this month because it's a dead patch? Well, you spent in Zenless.
Okay, now he's getting to the point. That first 1 minute, you can just throw it out the window. But now he's getting there, right? If Zenless Zone Zero can ensure that Hoyoverse as a company, every single month, there's no such thing as a dead patch. I can't think about it. Netland. I don't know what's going to come out. So, filler patch, one good patch. But now, if all three games have good patch after good patch after good patch after good patch, there will never be a downtime. I would say that it perfectly aligns with their vision, where players will just dig through their wallets for every single game, because there will be, it's like having a Firefly in every universe. I love you in every universe. Dude, you're gonna get a Firefly here, you're gonna get a Firefly here, you're gonna get a Firefly. There's gonna be a Firefly in every single universe, right? So that's gonna be
the Zone Zero, right? So they're taking the customer they already have in front of them and just making them spend money more often, which still is an increase in their net profits. Or not net, gross. I get net and gross confused all the goddamn time. Regardless, if they on a bare minimum before ZZZ, they make, I don't know, 70 million bare minimum and 200 million maximum. That's usually the number, the mid max that they go in between. But ZZZ takes their mid from 70 million to 150, and now they always make 150 to 200. That's a W, right? Because now they're always making 150 bare minimum, whereas before they were making 70 bare minimum. That is a W, but at the end of the day, I am looking at that as a filler game for when their other two games have dead patches. That's one variable. However, this is, again, I would like to say this again, this is just the first month. What if in month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, you see Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail revenue numbers jump back up to the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100, and then you still see Zenless Zone Zero hitting 90 million or 80 or 70 million, because any
it might be rough. Actually, if that happens, that'll be kind of crazy. It's like having a Acheron plus Miyabi plus what's the girl's name that's coming out in Netherlands? The Pyro Archon, all at the same time. Ooh, that'll be kind of crazy.
Any of those are very sizable numbers and figures.
That'll be a bit difficult.
If that month comes where you see Honkai and Genshin perform high like they normally do, and you see ZZZ still performing high, now we have the answer that ZZZ has absolutely crushed it. They've targeted a brand new market and captured a new audience, because now Hoyoverse is making more money than they've ever made before. You see, when I look at this, I look at it as, let's say a YouTuber averages 20 million views a month, right? And then the YouTuber
crazy. Okay, chat, this is not supposed to be a react video. Okay, I need to move on, because today's content is about the comment section. TLDR, GachaSmack is a Hoyo shell. Just like me, insane. Okay, let's talk about it. You have coomed your last coom, my man.